Oh my god, this guy's team is ass. Oh my god, what? Alright, I gotta switch my headset.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the big house,
boys.
home of the Michigan Wolverines.
In the big house
As we'll
with it.
see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it.
Ivory Shane, though. Good old Shane Hicks. Has been an OG in the league.
Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Defense caught out of
Fucking
possession,
tight end is a
and they
dog.
get him down finally at the 38.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
Got him. Got him. What a throw. Bobby.
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Seeing the safety come up like that, I was like, oh, behind him.
Because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Listen to this crowd just shaking shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Toss to the outside. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. Find some fresh air. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Shit, I was texting.
On first down, it's 2nd and 6. Toss sweep to the right.
Oh no.
Nice move there.
I was going to switch to one of the guys. Not that guy. Whatever.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Sack.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback,
Wow.
and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air.
Ooh, broke my boy's neck. Substitute Dominican, please.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout.
I should have threw it to my tight end, but I want Bobby to get that.
Touchdown Wolverines!
All day.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, but just couldn't reel it in.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off.
Why is he coming out and goal line?
He managed a few yards
Passing
on
it.
that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
What are you doing, bro?
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding.
He dropped it.
Ball's incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. One running back in the back.
Damn, good hit.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left.
Well, the defense dialed up a blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew he was man coverage, so he found his best matchup, got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Wolverines will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Got him. Bobby. I really got me when a quarterback. That was a perfect throw, man. I mean, I know this guy's team is ass, but shit.
Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start
trying to burn this defensive back. And
nope.
The incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end. It's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused.
That's going to be on me.
That's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Place to start for this offense. Let's go. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown Wolverines.
It's getting open.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. The pitch. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing.
And the ball is free on the pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Oh, man.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
No, you got to tackle me, bro.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
There's no way this team's that bad.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The lone back's got it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right.
Fucking bad.
Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
That's just a great throw.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's got some space.
Thought I just threw a pick.
He was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown Wolverines! And
that's 5.
Take it in for 6 more points.
For my boy.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
guy's QB kneeling.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We just tossed him.
And after the loss on that last one, an
Why is he keeping
all-important
kneeling?
second down play from the 12. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
That wouldn't be my personal choice. I'm more, let's put the foot on the accelerator. Let's go try to get points. But I get it. Right before the half, go in, make some adjustments, come out, and possibly try to turn this thing around.
Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime.
I understand both sides of the coin. It's always tough. You don't want to put yourself in a bad position right before the half by making a bad play. But listen, I'm down. I'm going to try to go get some points.
This guy's crazy.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Turning it on! He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run. But the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Troy. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the toss. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth. Year after year, Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL, but the next group...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. We started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. On the option, he'll toss it. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback takes a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the quarterback takes a knee.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.